Hey there. Now we're going to have a quick tutorial, Bloodhound tutorial on how to read some of the data series for the Zerolag Oscillator. If you're not familiar with the Zerolag Oscillator, I've posted a link below this video so you can get a quick intro on what this is all about. And for those of you who are familiar with it, you'll see here that I've added it to the chart, and I have a empty Bloodhound template up here. And so what we'll start doing is just adding a couple of indicator comparison solvers. We'll go in here and access the Zerolag, and then here you will find the various data series that you can call. So we'll just start off here with the base trend, and just for making it clear that what you choose in here will affect what you have plotting with Bloodhound. So here we'll apply the chop filter, so you will only be entering trades long or short once you have a defined long or short base trend. So we've set apply chop filter to true. Entries are not allowed when we have a sideways or a choppy market. And so you hit OK here, and we're going to compare this with a fixed value, calling the data series. Go in here, add a new logic, and then here from the existing solvers that we created, let's rename this so that we know what it actually is. So we'll just call this base trend, and we connect this up, and there you see it. We have no trend when we have the white trend line here. We dip into a red trend line here. This is the efficiency ratio we're using here. And so here we have a red trend, no trend, uptrend, a little bit of an uptrend here, and then it takes off just in time for this retracement confirmation here. All right, so that is the base trend data series. So we can call this here the trend logic. Now we can create a new one. Go in here to solvers. We can just copy this for now because we're going to use the same type of indicator comparison. So we're calling a data series. And now we'll show you how to create or call the momentum signals. So you'll find long momentum signal here and short momentum signal here. And do recall now that we've copied the previous solver, so this will have the chop filter activated again. We hit OK for this. Rename this to momentum signals. Into the new logic, and should start seeing some signals here. Well, this one is obviously excluded because it's not in a downtrend. So let's see if we find some other ones here. Yes, I think there is one difference between the base trend and the momentum signals, and that is that we need to set these to 1 in each case. Either it is a signal or it's not. So both of those are positive ones. And now here we are going to see both short and long momentum signals. So this was caught after all here with a little red dip here. And you see some more momentum signals back here. This one was excluded because it's going against a green trend bias. This one here was excluded because it was going into a choppy market condition. So having done that, we can call this signals, logic, and we can now create, based on this one, a retracement definition, simply by going in here and selecting that data series. So you see that you have the setups here as well. And here we have also a difference between key retracement, and if you just select the long and the short retracement signals, it will catch all retracements, including the key retracements. So I'll just select this here for this example and rename it to retracement signals. Go back into our logic board here now and go to our existing nodes. Do a quick control of this to see, review if we're getting the appropriate. This looks like it's plotting during a neutral trend. And here we start getting some signals outside the choppy market. So we get two pretty nice signals there. Let's just verify that we catch these on the short side of things as well. Yep, we have one here, one here. So obviously these are aligned with the chop filter. Of course, if you want to call the trend filter separately, you can do that by this separate logic that we have created here. For now, we'll just use the OR node here to catch both momentum signals and retracement signals. Connect all of this up together, and we'll have both retracement signals and momentum signals now if the trend definition allows it. So this looks pretty clean here. And now I'm going to show you as well how to look at these different values here. You see different colors. You can, of course, just use the data series, but if you really want to get into the histogram values here, you see different colors. So we have bullish acceleration when you have these green, lime green bars, and you have bullish deacceleration when you see these dark green bars. Here you see a short-term oversold in an uptrend, and here is absence of buyers in the black ones. So if you want to call those color plots independently to complement your strategy, there is of course the way to do that as well. We are going to use a different solver for that, and we're just gonna, for the purpose of that, call this so no, we're going to call this trend state. Tells us a little bit more about what the different functions of this is. And here we're going to add a, let's see, a indicator threshold, because these different bars, these different colors have been identified with different numbers. So again, you go in here and you pick up the Zerolag Oscillator, and you go towards the bottom here, the trend state, to catch that int series. And the way the threshold solver works is that you select values from in a descending order. So you start with 4, that's the highest value here, 3, 2, and 1 for the long output. And the first one here we'll call bullish acceleration. And we put a 1 here at number 4. And here you see that we are catching now all the lime green bars. So basically when the histogram value here is increasing and you have this lime green color on the histogram, then that will be caught by Bloodhound. And then you can go in here, copy this, and call this deceleration. And then we are going to select a threshold of 3. And I'm going to show this as well here. Catch the new data series that we just created. And then you see now we have the dark green histogram bars identified here. And then you can go into solvers, copy this, and create the value for bullish oversold. And we're going to connect that as well up here. And you will see the white bars at this point being identified. And then the same thing with the absence of buyers as the final one of buyers. We're going to activate the last threshold of 1 and add that to the logic board here. And that way you can call exactly the different conditions here of the trend state. All right, so that's it for a quick little tutorial of the data series of the Zerolag Oscillator used together with the Bloodhound. You see there's it's pretty easy to catch these different signals and trend states and trend biases. So as I said, if you're not familiar with what this is all about, there is a link to an introduction of the Zerolag Oscillator below this video. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out with me to me at info@lizardindicators.com. And I look forward to hearing from you sometime soon. All right, that's it for now. Take care and bye-bye.